Okay, so just wanted to share a new and creative application that we have running for a auto dealer, used car auto dealer. So individuals had a few cameras, catalytic converters recently stolen, and so just wanted to share with everybody an application, a security system we installed to help that. So first, when you log into the system, it gives you a nice dashboard of recent activity. And one great thing about this system, first start off with, is this particular, we have 3 cameras. And these cameras are high def, 2 megapixel cameras, but even perhaps better than that is the fact that they have analytics. So as you can see here, the camera is able to distinguish the difference between a vehicle and a person. And you can also detect animals if you wish, or flying objects, but UFOs, unidentified objects. But so here we're mainly concerned with people and vehicles. So that's what we have enabled. Um, and what we've done is we have triggered these cameras through software and analytics to trip a camera zone on the alarm panel, which would ring a siren as well as strobe light. And at the same time, the information is able to be immediately transmitted to our central station for operator verification and possible dispatching of the police and client notification, as well as the system through notifications is able to send an alarm event via text or email to a particular user. And so that's pretty nice that you can immediately be notified via text or email in the event that there's an alarm or a video, while at the same time it is sending live transmission. And what's even perhaps even greater is the system is tied into the security system. So here we can see that partition 1, which in this case is the office, but if you had a shop, you could also have multiple partitions. But basically, we've created a rule so that when the system is armed, and in this particular case, we have it on a schedule. So if it's armed and after 9:30 at night, if a person or a vehicle crosses the entry area, then we've programmed a Z-wave relay to then trigger the siren and, as I mentioned, transmit a signal to the monitoring station. And so all that activity is recorded in the system, and there's plenty of features and other further suggestions. So I'm going to show you the video here. So if we log into the video, we can see live video at any time. And so there's our shots of live video. We can view saved video clips. So these are clips that have occurred in the past. So in this particular one here, basically shows an individual who's going to walk up right on here and see that. Yep. So he didn't mess with the vehicle, so no problem, but he definitely could have. And it's also possible to have a live intervention there. So you can see it's good high quality there. And then once we have this video, we can download it and share it with police. We can rename the clips if we want to put our own special name to it. We can protect the clips so it'll stay online in the cloud. So this is a cloud-based solution. We can delete the clip if we don't need it, and we can also share the clip with the monitoring station and say, hey, this worked really good with alarm.com, or hey, maybe this analytic needs a little bit of work. And we have a variety of different settings, and so when you play back the video, we have different speeds and whatnot. So, so all these clips are in the cloud, and will stay for at least I think it's 90 days. And then there's also different numbers of clips you can have and purchase each month. So that could be 3,000, 8,000, 13,000, etc. clips. It's also possible to have a local SVR, streaming video recorder, that would record 24/7. But really the power is in the cloud. And with the smart analytics, and I'll show you that here as we go to recording rules. Um, each camera can have three rules. So we have a camera on a pole, and so basically, when an object detection is reported by the rear pole, then we have some rules set up. So it's going to record the video. It's going to turn on the Z-Wave relay, which is going to cause the siren to trigger. It's going to notify, send a push notification to the client's, in this case, iPhone, as well. It's going to send a text message or an email or however you want it deployed. But at the same time, that information is also able to be sent immediately to the 24-hour monitoring station for human intervention, because obviously we all need to sleep sometime. So, and then we have this rule enabled from 9:30 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. because most crime obviously happens at night. So, and then it's easy to toggle that on and off, and we can go in here and configure settings as we need to. And then, so we have another rule where it's this one's just going to record 24/7, whereas this one here is going to send notifications, and so forth with the other different cameras. This is how the different rules and configurations are sent. So really flexible. Plus, there's an alarm schedule. So if the alarm on the building triggers, all the cameras are going to record, and all notifications are going to be sent to the customer as well as to the monitoring station. And so that's how the video recording and event rules connect. Through that, there's also automations. So that's kind of what we talked about here. So this is just another view of the camera triggers. But we can have, when there are camera trips, we can have a light turn on if we'd like. We can have a notification sent, a variety of different things. So from here we can click notifications, and so here's alarm events. If a particular person comes in and turns the alarm on or off, that's triggered. And we can have arming reminders. So in this case, we've got the system set at 9:30. If it's not been armed by then, it's going to notify the customer so he can arm up his system. And again, we have the camera recording set up so that when the system is armed and it's within the certain period of time that we see, that's when it's going to be active as far as the video. And then the security system is armed and disarmed, via the keypad, as well as it can also be done right here where we can arm and disarm the security system. Just by tapping that would disarm it. If you have the proper credentials, to be able to have the web login, which would normally be for owners, managers. And then if we click users here, then we can allow different users to have access and add and change codes and delete users and manage all that very easy online. And then there's a whole variety of settings, login, account management, different devices. And then another cool feature is called geo services. So this can also be a trigger to arm and disarm automatically. So basically there can be a geofence that is tied into the customer's phone. And so basically when you get within the geofence area, we can enable that to turn off the video alarm recording to maybe disarm the system, or vice versa. When you leave the area, that could automatically arm or trigger the video verification to be turned on. So, and then other different geo features could be arming reminders, sensor reminders, light automation rules depending on whether you're in or outside of the area. But I particularly like this to be able to disarm the video notifications for anybody that has their phone enrolled, and so then that's going to basically automatically turn the recording and the video visual alarms on and off. So it's hard to get any easier than that. But so that has a 1 mile radius. So obviously you need to be outside of that area for this to be effective. And then it can be expanded, but that's the minimum area there. And so that's a basic overview of the app. Go back to the home screen. We have a nice, cool dashboard, so we can go in here and we can see live or recorded video. So if we want to see recorded video on this front lot, for example, we can click here. Boom, it's connected to live video. We can go ahead and up it to HD and make it full screen. And look how sharp that is. You can see the license plate there pretty well. And so that, in essence, is the system. So what's really great about it is it's a fully functionable security system video, and can also enable access control for door locks and other controlling for commercial access control. And so that's a little bit about how the system works. Looks like somebody recently pulled up here. And let's go ahead and play this video clip back and see if there's anything happening here noteworthy. Guess they're just kind of using this as their parking lot. A little meetup, I suppose. And so yeah, that might be a good time to call a security guard, or if anything suspicious, we could roll the police even if we saw someone climb underneath a vehicle and start trying to cut out a catalytic converter, or steal some rims or tires, or do some damage. Therefore, no worries, because we are on guard. So our website is weareonguard.com. On Guard Security Solutions. Phone number is 317-572-5777. And my name's Kirk. If you have any further questions or like to get some information on this the system, we'd be happy to share more about it with you. So this is a great application, for car dealers, obviously, or anything that's behind a fence. Ideally, we'd want this behind a fence to prevent, passerbys and people walking onto the property. So this particular customer is going to put up some ropes across here, and then, like the other views, for example, like in the back here. It's not practical for him to put a fence. He's already got the post in there, but he's going to put some ropes down through there to kind of section it off, just to prevent passerbys and people from coming onto the lot. So yeah, if you have materials, dumpsters, vehicles, anything worth protecting behind a lot for a small to medium application, this is a great application, and everything is right here. There's also a full feature app. This obviously is the website, and we have other awesome solutions as well. If for some reason this isn't the perfect fit, we'll definitely steer in the right direction. So again, no worries. We are onguard.com. Thanks so much for your time.